First and 10. Williams in motion. Allen gonna throw to get things going. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So you're on the sideline, and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Here's 2nd and 2. Handoff here, up the middle. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Allen will throw. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Allen working from the pistol. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this will be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Buffalo.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll tuck it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Browns have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 6.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Third and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have a Browns first down. We're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is
powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Browns. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, this is James Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It is a big run by Cook. 41 yards. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This is caught at the 2. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, Bills. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
19 tight, 19. Shut up. Ready.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
70 range. Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Talk about the trust there. Out of the pocket to the left. And Greggy put it in harm's way, but it works out for the touchdown.
This is just great feel and understanding between the quarterback and his receiver. Typically, when a quarterback gets flushed, Mike, everyone tries to stay in phase and all work in the same direction. You know who else is doing that? The defense. They lost track of the receiver. He's able to throw it back across the middle of the field and results in a huge play.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Williams in motion. On 1st down, it's Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Throwing right, it's taken in. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. First and 10 now from the 36.
Warrior 70, Dragon 60, Trap 60, Chaps, Mustang 19. Hurt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, Coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a give on the ground, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Oh, trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 6 Riggs. Go.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. They get 15 on that game. It's a Browns first down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Okay, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one intercepted.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. The throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll run on 2nd down. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Third and 2. Now Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
56, 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. His drive will start on the ground. He's got some space past the 20. Inside the 40. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Fires left sideline. That is complete. That one good for 26 yards. Slot man in motion right. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Here's 3rd and 2. Williams in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down. Again, it's Allen to the air. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Allen working from the pistol. That one taken in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy, and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
19 tight, 19, Stephanie. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They motion the slot man left. Into space at the 45. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
First down, Bills.
Now Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. To throw again, it's Allen. Now he takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Now Allen on first down. That is brought in at the 10.
Here we go.
And he's going to be brought down. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The Bills going to use their final timeout here.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And now third and goal coming up. One more time going up top with Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Browns will take over at their own 15. He'll try the right side this time. Whoa! And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On third down, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Browns. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.